This Tribune about how much work it has taken to get his team to this point. You see
bubble. They were very upset about that. So we saw a team that wanted to prove everybody wrong from that point forward.
Sexton cans both free throws. He and Darius Garland lead the Cavaliers with 14 apiece. Nick Batum around the perimeter, watched by Sexton. Hands off to Kawhi Leonard. The shot clock Those 18 points for Gallinari that you just saw on the screen have occurred in 12 minutes playing time tonight.
That's good buckets is what Lester. He shot a lot of free throws as well.
9 of them now and hit them all. Hawks back in front. Dallas to retake the lead. A rise and fire by Hardaway. Not many shots, but they have been going in tonight.
If they're going in, getting more shots.
Yeah. He's 4 for 7 right now with 3 of 4 hit from deep. Through traffic, bounce pass by Young to Collins, who follows in his own miss.
Came down awkward as well. Collins did.
Bucket.
Vinny Smith, 1-3, in and out.
Did I jinx it?
No such thing.
It was a great look. I agree with you on the jinx,
Thank you.
by the way.
2 points a game last year and 10 rebounds. And there was an obvious foul earlier committed by Porzingis, and now there was an obvious foul committed at the expense of Porzingis.
Yeah. He was down underneath the basket, trying to did a good job of selling that too. Hill, the guilty party.
You're not supposed to stop things after you give him the ball at the free throw line.
We're going to try to review this though. The officials.
I don't understand that. I thought once you gave the guy the ball and he's getting ready to shoot a free throw, I don't know how you come take the ball out of his hands.
That is the rule. That is the rule. Now, the only thing that you could say is that one of the referees recognized that he wanted a challenge before the other referee had given Porzingis the ball.
Where do I file my protest?
Atlanta is challenging the call on the floor of a defensive personal foul.
This is 2:28 left in the third quarter. Porzingis was about to go to the line to tie the game, and maybe he still will. Let's see with this Lloyd Pierce coach's challenge. The third year head coach, 44 years old, from San Jose, California.
I'm challenging the challenge.
Porzingis right underneath the basket. We're seeing right now what the referees are looking at. But to Skin's point, you're not supposed to grant the challenge once you've given the free throw shooter the ball.
No. And the other question is there enough here to overturn it? Maybe. You can tell, you can read their lips. Are like, man, I have no idea what to do here. You can read their lips. Are like, man, I have no idea what to do here. What about you? I don't know. Put your headset back on. Wait a second. All right, do it now.
That foul is the fifth in the quarter if it stands. That's why Porzingis is headed to the stripe. But a coach's challenge here with 2:28 remaining in the third quarter of a game where no one has had a double-digit lead. Biggest lead for the Mavs, 9. Biggest lead for the Hawks, 6.
You can tell, like, if you look in the top right part of your corner,
he and Miles Turner
having the conversation with coach.
They can stay big and they can still spread the floor.
That's Augustine. He was not obviously involved in giving the ball to Porzingis, so he sees it initially.
Alley-oop. And Antetokounmpo able to tip it in and contact it. And the Pacers come the other way.
After replay review,
as Giannis with another left to right spin, beautiful.
It's
inside, high off the glass. Lopez got a piece of it.
It will still be Dallas basketball on the side.
Antetokounmpo again, the long stride and the finish. Count it and one. Giannis obviously continuing to attack the basket.
Just put your head down
one of my favorite stories is
shake it off
the glass. And I thought that should have been a backcourt violation.
In the circumstances.
And then they've lost some tough games.
It will be Dallas ball, 12 to
As
shoot,
Sabonis
2:28 to play in the third.
Wow, good night by Herb.
Yeah. Started. Nice way to bring up Herb Williams, one of the all-time class acts. Sabonis with a beautiful spin move.
Brunson puts it in play.
Coming up on a minute remaining, what has been a dominant performance by the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led the whole way. McDermott, another drive to the basket.
The tip out to Porzingis after Luka misses. And it's Hardaway again. And he got it. And they come away with 3 on that trip down the floor.
Now back in against Lopez. Little jump up with a left hand. And a couple of assists. Finds Sabonis again. And Sabonis stripped by Middleton.
All evening. You talked about the lack of
nice again.
touches.
Well, of course, that trade got rescinded, and since then he's been in the starting lineup
for Dallas there as well.
Yeah, little hoops there for Rondo.
Glad to stay in Milwaukee.
It's
a beautiful feed inside and the bucket for Justin Holiday.
He's got great versatility. And because he's improved his shooting, he and Miles Turner can stay big and they can still spread the floor.
That's Augustine.
Was the last one touching.
It was a wild swat, but he knew he had to get his feet.
And Antetokounmpo able to chip it in and contact
take a swing at it.
And the Pacers come the other way.
About 39 to go, third quarter.
Long three-pointer from Holiday.
That's a very good action, hard to guard. Giannis has the handle, big pick and roll. That's a nice finish by McConnell. As the disappointment of losing the last 2 years where they thought as Giannis with another left to right spin. Beautiful.
It's inside, high off the glass. Lopez got a piece of it. Antetokounmpo again, the long stride and the finish. Count it and one.
Giannis obviously continuing to attack the basket.
One of my favorite stories is McDermott again, high off the glass.
And I thought that should have been a backcourt violation. And then they've lost some tough games. As Sabonis gets a dunk. Wow, good night by Herb.
Yep. Started. Nice way to bring up Herb Williams, one of the all-time class acts. Sabonis with a beautiful spin move. Coming up on a minute remaining, what has been a dominant performance by the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led the whole way. McDermott, another drive to the basket. Sabonis. Now back in against Lopez. Little jump hook with the left hand. And a couple of assists. Finds Sabonis again. And Sabonis stripped by Middleton.
A nice
feed
pass.
again. But of course that trade got rescinded. And since then he's been in the starting lineup. Glad to stay in Milwaukee. Sabonis, beautiful feed in.
Oh man, a whole bunch of bigs who's jumping for it, they can't block it. So that's the beauty of it. That's the art of it.
And that is the master of the floating shot. And the one reason is because it's kind of an offbeat shot. Because you're ready for him to take that extra oomph, and the oomph doesn't come. He kind of floats, and that always keeps the defense on flat-footed.
Here's Andre Drummond. Just over 2 minutes in third quarter. No oomph. Go for the floater. Here's Okoro. Cavs have to hurry. Haynes on the floor. Kawhi to the bucket. The Clippers have the first nap. It's an 18-2 run stretching back to the end of the second quarter.
Because they came out of the locker room understanding what they had to do to get control of the game. The Cavs kind of wished their way into it. Now they have to fight back.
Sexton mid-range. George rebound. Jackson on the run. Works on Garland. Got hung up. Deals back to Ibaka. Same spot, different result. Ibaka hit a three from there earlier in this third quarter. Drummond high post. Appears that Taurean Prince is a little bit shaken up. He was hobbling. We'll keep our eye on Taurean. Long rebound comes to Drummond, who gets fouled by Ibaka. You may have heard Ibaka say, "Come on, man," to Brian Forte.
Right.
Free throws here for Drummond. There's Taurean.
Again, you can see the difference in the energy level. When they came out of the locker room, the Cavs kind of went into, let's see what we're going to do. The Clippers went into, we know what we're going to do, and that's been the difference so far.
Ibaka got Drummond in the face. His first free throw is good. Make your voice heard and cast your vote for the 2021 NBA All-Star Starters. Vote Colin Sexton, Andre Drummond, and Larry Nance Jr. right now at vote.nba.com. Clippers 61, Cavaliers 51.
The same scenario as the first half. Now the Cavs have to fight back and get back in the ball game.
Okoro defends George. Leonard is watched by Prince. Now Batum. Kawhi. Jab steps a number of times. Steps to his left. Weak side rebound is tipped in by Ibaka.
My goodness, I didn't know he could get up like that.
The 12-year veteran has given the Clippers a 12-point lead. Drummond the other way. Had it knocked away by Ibaka, but Ibaka gets whistled for another foul. He He signals over to Teron Lou for a challenge. My guess is Teron is not going to use it here. There's that tip in, though. Beauty, AC.
Yeah, coming over the top. Wow. Doing a good job of rising high for the tip in.
The foul is on the floor. That's the second on LA in this third quarter. Sexton. As Jackson on his left, that ball's knocked away over the baseline. It stays with the Cavs. Jackson begs to differ.
He definitely hit the ball.
Ibaka once again is gesturing over at Teron Lou for a challenge. Teron looks at his assistants, and the Clippers may have a case here.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Teron will not take a timeout. He will not challenge. Those two things need to go together if you want to challenge in the NBA, as Garland for the Cavaliers need. Mid-range jumper cuts the LA lead back to 10.
Cavs can get all the mid-range shots they want. It just seems like the Clippers are not set up to do anything but stop the three-point shot.
Both Garland and Sexton have 16 apiece. There's a steal as Leonard lost it. Out comes Okoro.
Let their defense stand up.
With an illegal screen called on Andre Drummond. Drummond was leaning on Ibaka. So back to the Clippers it goes.
And a good, solid defense. They got to keep it up.
Let's watch Andre. Yep, restriction of movement foul. You get that arm wrapped around a player nowadays, even if the player isn't trying to move.
Right.
The foul is called.
Yep.
Point of emphasis a couple of seasons ago. Once again this year. George. The Clippers have knocked down 9 threes. 66-53 is the LA lead.
That time they just played pitch and catch.
Drummond squares up on Ibaka. We approach the 7-minute mark of the third. Double clutches, gets fouled. Drummond has 9 points, 4 rebounds. He's 3 of 5 from the line. They'll shoot 2 more. Whoa, Ibaka caught at one of his teammates. Or maybe it was Drummond, actually. Yeah, it was a Drummond.
Yeah.
Cavs fans may recall Ibaka and Marquise Chris got into a fight on this floor a couple of years ago. May have been that the ball was sent back in the direction of Ibaka as the Clippers settle Surge down, and we have a double technical called, one on Ibaka, one on Drummond. That does not result in free throws either way.
Yeah, that's made to calm the gentleman down.
What it also means is a technical by either man the rest of the way.
And they get excommunicated.
One way of putting it.
Right.
An early shower will ensue.
Yeah, exactly.
So now Teron Lou will let Ibaka cool his heels. He'll check out in favor of Zubats. There's Ty. Was the right-hand man for Doc Rivers last season.
Yeah, that was a tough year for the Clippers.
Well, it came to a stunning end in the second round of the playoffs. They grabbed a 3-1 lead over the Nuggets, couldn't close the deal. They blew a 16-point lead in Game 5 and a 19-point lead in Game 6. That ball rolls out of bounds. Last off, Paul George belonged to the Cavs.
Yeah, that's good defense by Okoro that time.
It was a Clippers team, AC, that many had penciled in at least to the conference finals.
Exactly.
If not to win the West. The Clippers still have never reached the conference finals. 0-7 in conference semifinal series. Going back to their days of the Buffalo Braves. Let's watch this play by Okoro. Knocks it off the knee of George.
Yeah, getting over the top of the pick, which means you have to really anticipate and be ready for that move, and did a good job of knocking it off of George.
Cavaliers have forced 9 Clipper turnovers as Sexton nails a 15-footer and cuts the Clipper lead to 9.
You're back into a sweet spot. He and Garland both have to just attack that sweet spot, because that's the only thing that the Clippers are giving up this evening.
Leonard, hesitation move, stumbled a number of times, and we have a walk called.
Yeah, good defense. They forced him. The shot he wanted to take, the defense wouldn't let him have, and he ended up traveling. He wanted the shot right there, but Drummond did a good job of denying that shot, and he ended up traveling.
He got off to a bad start. He stumbled at the beginning of that drive.
Yeah.
Ended up walking along the baseline. So 10 turnovers now by the Clippers. The Cavs have committed but 5. They've been pretty clean in that area. Garland, another floater, and another 2.
I tell you, they can wear that spot out all night long.
Clippers 66, Cavaliers 59. George contested 3. Oh, boy.
Yeah, he like I said, leading the league in three-point shooting percentage this season.
Drummond tries to get around Zubac. He was bumped off the baseline, and the ball goes over to L.A.
Wow, I thought Zubac pushed him a little bit, but I guess he didn't.
There's big Zubac, the 7-footer, 240 pounds. Is there a foul?
Oh, yeah. Now, come on. What are they looking at? He just actually put his arms up and pushed him. Wow.
Jackson, bird dog by Garland, the length of the floor, lobs inside to Leonard. Kawhi back out to Batum.
That's the second time he's done that. He did it in the first half where he had a point-blank shot, passed it back out for a 3. They got the same result. This time Batum knocks it down.
This is a Teron Lue coached ball club as Sexton Banks missed the shot. Where have we seen before, AC, players drawing doubles, kicking out the 3-point shots?
Yes, exactly. That's a staple of his offense.
Ask Mike Budenholzer when he was with Atlanta. Ask Dwayne Casey when he was with Detroit what that looked like during a playoff series. Detroit and Toronto, that is, as Prince knocks down a triple, which happens to be the Cavs' first here this evening.
Wow. You need a lot more of those now. Get this game going and make this team have to run up and down the floor a little bit.
Teron Lue wants to talk it over. There's Taurean Prince, who got another start in a Cavalier uniform here this evening. Spots up. He nails it. The Cavaliers trail by 10.
Get back in the ball game. Back in the ball game.
Under 2 to go, third quarter. The Cavs are back within 8. Sweet Lou Williams, drifting shot, no good. Zubats a rebound, finds Williams again. Contest. He's had numbers like that throughout his entire career.
You're right.
Stevens wasn't anticipating the Garland no look, and out of bounds it goes.
Jetty's doing a good job of keeping his hand active. And off to the races the Cavs go. When he gets it back, opportunity inside, follow it up, good.
It's a 10-point Clipper lead. Kawhi guarded by the rookie Stevens. Kawhi leans back, spins, gets fouled. And he'll shoot.
Doing it all. My goodness.
He blocked it with his. He blocked it with his middle finger. Caught it with one hand.
Hello, Carl. Look at his hands on the basketball.
Look at the grown man strength. Kawhi Leonard to the rack.
Playing pretty well. Ahmad is playing a little defense, more on offense. CC just being CC. All right, I think we got 7, and your winner tonight, Sir CC. We won't tell.
All right, so that's the
We're back underway in the fourth quarter. Jetty Osmond fires a 3. He knocks it down as Osmond trims the Clipper lead to 11. Thank you to our Executive Vice President of Video. It is Pat Farrell for that highlight package. And Cavaliers AC looking to come from behind here in quarter number 4.
Well, the best way to start is with a nice three-pointer that Jetty knocks it down.
It was this hybrid bunch that did some damage in the first half as Osmond fouls Morris. This hybrid 5 that J.B. Bickerstaff has on the floor. Sexton with 4 reserves, Osmond, Allen, Windler, and Stevens, plus minus. Big advantage for the Cavs AC in the first 2 quarters of play off that bench.
Yeah, the bench has been a strong point, which is one of the strong points for this team this season. They had a good job. All of their numbers were positive as opposed to the negative numbers for the Clippers.
The foul pays off. Morris misses the first. There's Paul George, 5 of 6 from three-point range. 27 points. George this season is averaging 24 a game. Scored 16 of those 27 points in the third quarter.
Sexton's starting to open this game up now.
George to the bucket. Allen stays with him, talks him out of the shot, at least for now. George will try it again. 5 on the shot clock. Garrett's right there. George, tough shot from the baseline. Batted, grabbed by Williams. Williams now works on Stevens. Gives it up to Morris, who hands off to George. George this time on Sexton. Crossover, dribble, and a 3. 7 of 8 from deep. 33 points. Clippers 101, Cavaliers 88. Sexton zigzags to the paint. Zubac's got a piece of it.
Can't get into a running duel with George. That's not going to work. Can't win ball games that way.
Kennard out of the corner. Osmond is able to peel it away from Zubac. Now comes Jetty, working on Kennard. Hooks it, missed it. George rebounds on the weak side. Morris for 3. Knew he missed it, left it short. He went chasing after it. AC the moment it released from his hand.
Left his hand, but everybody's looking for a little break now, so they slow it down.
Sexton. Tron Lue will take a timeout.
Timeout, Los Angeles.
7:36 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers find themselves down 13.
Written consent of the NBA.
GG on the beat, bitch.
Right to Okoro. That's blocked by Zubats. It comes to Garland. He'll find the cutter. Drummond lays it in. Oh, brother.
Wow. 2 block shots in one sequence.
The Clippers bench reacted almost as if they couldn't believe Williams blocked that shot as Williams to the bucket lays it up and in. He has made his money doing that on the offensive end more so than for his defensive abilities.
You're right.
16-year career for Lou.
Super Lou.
That pass by Garland was kicked. You don't see this sequence every day. Here's Garland toward the bucket. There's the Williams block. Zubats saved it, but that's a cardinal sin. Chucked it right back under his basket to Okoro, then made up for it for a moment by blocking the shot, recovered by Garland, who found the cutter in Drummond.
Well, again, the one thing that Coach Lou's teams do realize is you got to defend in order to win, and then they do that.
Prince to Garland. He'll shoot a 3. Got it.
Really starting to play well. They're doing a good job of being aggressive.
23 points for Garland. He's shooting threes this season at over 42%. Zubats missed. Oh, the dunk down the lane. A foul is called. JB Bickerstaff is living. He is living. He's giving it to Brian Forte right now, as well as Josh Tiven. JB looks up at the humongatron. Was there a push?
It looked like him and Drummond both just laid their hand on him.
We have a timeout on the floor. We approach the midway point of the fourth.
Cleveland is challenging the foul called on the floor on Drummond.
Larry will be auctioning off each game worn jersey. Both he and your Cleveland Cavaliers will match 100% of what that jersey sells for, tripling the donation to each small business. For tonight's game, Larry has teamed up with Dylan Whistler, winning Cavs yoga. It is light on a hill, a space in Cleveland, Ohio for those that may not have felt accepted elsewhere. An open door for the reluctant yogi, a community for anyone who is looking to connect with other like-minded yogis. And yes, that means you. Thank you, Dylan Windler and Larry Davis Jr. It is now time for the
The challenge is unsuccessful. Drummond pushes Zubac in the back as he's delighted. 2-shot foul.
So the wheel is going for a spin, and what do we land on? All right, the air high five cam. So when you see some of you Mungatrons, hey, next to you, just give them an air high five, no touching. We're going to do some social distance. Here we go. Give us the air high five. Air high five. There we go. There we go. Give me an air high five. All right. All right. I like it. Give me one of those cool air high fives. Thank you. Appreciate that. Come on, Baker. Give me some air high fives. He left your hand. Yeah, he left your hand. All right, there we go. All right. There we go. Give me air high five. All right.
After we went to break, the Cavaliers' J.D. Bickerstaff did elect to challenge the foul call on Andre Drummond. The foul was deemed unsuccessful. Josh Timmon explained that Drummond did indeed push Zubac, so Zubac will shoot two. It's time now for our Taco Bell take. Starting guards for the Cavaliers, AC have taken center stage.
You're right. They have really played well tonight. They dominated the backcourt on both teams tonight. Our guards have been the star of the show.
Both men efficient this evening. 38 combined points. After the Zubac free throws, it's Clippers 105, Cavaliers 93 as we're nearly halfway home here in the fourth. Okoro, Garland, Drummond, Prince, and Sexton make up the Cavalier fivesome. Prince is guarded by George. Angles off a Drummond screen. Rebounded by Williams. Williams is out here with Zubac, Leonard, Batum, and George. Williams shovels to George. Off to Zubac. Wow. That's George's 6th assist. That's a team high. Clippers 107, Cavaliers 93. Sexton underneath, took a bump from Zubac and drew the foul.
Nice little give and go by Sexton and Drummond.
Clippers foul on number 40. He hits Zubac.
That foul on the Clippers is their second team foul here in this fourth quarter. Now, this is a team with size throughout the roster.
Yes.
Both among the starters and reserves.
You're right.
Drummond straight away. Bothered by Zubac. Gets doubled, and Zubac blocks the shot. Williams off to George.
All right, goodness.
Paul George is 8 of 9 from three-point range. He has 36. 5 to go. Sexton. Now to Drummond. In on Zubac again. Andre, you can hear him from the court mics. He wasn't happy that foul was not called.
He wasn't happy with that one.
Drummond and Zubac continue to bang inside. Leonard works on his numerical counterpart. Number 2, Sexton. Leans back into Collin, twists, fires, and scores. Leonard has 24. Clippers 112, Cavaliers 93. Jared Allen gets set to check in for the Cavaliers. Reggie Jackson rests at the scorer's table for the Clippers. They get set to check in at the next dead ball. Prince lost the handle and comes to Williams. That turnover by the Cavaliers is number 8 tonight.
Yeah, really, they've taken a good care of the basketball tonight. And I mean, really not a lot of turnovers at all.
Williams catches in from the corner. And up until this fourth quarter, AC, it's a big reason why the Cavaliers have been within striking distance throughout the evening.
Right, exactly. I mean, not turning the ball over is a big, big reason why the Cavs were able to hang in there till this point.
The Clippers have scored the last 12 points. Kawhi Leonard is a handful. Collin acknowledged as much of that dry smile. That was there's not much more I could do smile.
Right, exactly.
Collin at 6'1". Leonard at 6'7" with those long arms. Under 4 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Clippers have taken a 115-93 lead. So the Bucks come to town. For the Clippers, as does Amir Coffey. Second-year man out of Minnesota. As Windler with an intercept, picks off that Kennard pass. Windler, Sexton. Colin Sexton has 27. Colin this season is averaging 24 points per game. Third-year man out of Alabama. Yeah, he's nearly 50% from the field. Go ahead, partner.
He's off to a great start this year, really establishing himself as one of the top scorers in this league.
Fiondu Capangeli to the bucket. Missed the shot. Zubats grabs the loose ball, puts it up, blocked by guess who? It's Jared Allen. He had 5 blocks here in the victory 2 nights ago over the Timberwolves. Allen on Zubats, goes to the bucket. Zubats rebounds. So 2 more home games on this stretch this week as straightaway jumper by Terrence Mann is true. Second-year NBAer out of Florida State. At 5 in a row. On the road. You said it, AC. It is the second half of the schedule. The second half hasn't come out yet. Sexton to the bucket for the unofficial break. As Capangeli's 3 comes up short. Yep.
That is absolutely amazing. I mean, it's amazing how all of a sudden the schedule has become tougher, much tougher than it was at the beginning.
A foul is called off the ball. Under 2 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Clippers are set to close out this road trip with a victory. Maybe Bickerstaff's team will put a 1-1 in this homestand. Get this, AC. The Cavs right now are 10-11.
Mm-hmm.
They earned their 10th win in the 21st game of the season this year. Last year, the Cavs got their 10th win in the 32nd game of the season. All right, they got it this season, the 21st.
Right.
The season before, they got their 10th victory in the 51st game of the season.
Right, so, I mean, it's steady progress.
Let's go 10-41 at that point. Stevens, 15-footer from the elbow. $1:45 remains. Man, defended by Windler. Back to Zubats. He'll try his hand at a 3. Line drives it, misses it. Windler rebounds. He gets knocked down and fouled. Cavaliers basketball on Fox Sports Ohio is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. by Suki, the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's go. All right, Giannis and the Bucks come to town, Austin Carr, for a pair Friday and Saturday.
Yeah,
the Bucks have had their ups and downs through the first quarter of the season. They certainly provide some mismatch issues for teams across the NBA.
Yes, they have, and really, the Cavs have to continue to stay into their mode, which is playing defense, scoring off of defense, and sharing the ball on offense. And really, the problem tonight was the front court. The front court didn't quite deliver as the backcourt did. The backcourt stepped up huge for the Cavs tonight.
That starting backcourt for the Cavaliers has combined for 50 points. Might not be done yet as Sexton remains out there on the floor. And here comes Colin. Shovels to Windler. Windler to the bucket, puts it up and in. Gets fouled by Cavangeli. And Windler has a chance for three.
And a nice pass by Sexton there to hit Windler on the move. And Windler, using his right hand, lays it in. Sexton staying wide now, so to give Windler a chance to have a shot that he could make. Nice shovel pass, up and under, opportunity for a three-point play.
That is assist number 5 for Colin, tied for the team lead with Jarrett Allen off the Cavalier bench. Allen dishes out 5 tonight, also 7 points and 9 rebounds in 25 minutes of play.
Well, think about it. He has a well-rounded game. I mean, he does a little bit of everything. He's fundamentally sound. I mean, and for your center to have that many assists, it means that the ball is going into him and he's working his way and he's looking at all the options other than himself.
He's also apparently a medical assistant as Allen peeks in at the Windler injury.
He had his little 2 cents to
it. He said he's an inquisitive sort.
Yeah, he did.
Here it out. Took apart a computer for fun, we learned after the trade was made. It's just the kind of person he is.
Keep his mind working properly.
Right. Somebody said incorrectly that he once took apart a toaster and put it back together. He went, wait a second. It was a computer that I took apart. Put it back together. Not a toaster. Kennard in the corner. The three-point shot has been huge for the Clippers tonight. 20 on the evening. It's been huge for the Clippers all season long.
Well, if you think about the whole situation, the Clippers came out with one game plan. We're going to stop the Cavs from shooting threes, and we're going to shoot them. And that gave them an advantage that really, I mean, the Cavs had all the two-point shots they wanted, but they would not give them the three-point shot tonight.
As a team, the Clippers shooting threes is just a phenomenal 42%. I mean, that's off the chart. That's almost off the charts for an individual, let alone for a team.
Right.
Tonight, 20 of 34. Cavs will have to inbound here as there's Tyronn Lue greeting some of his former assistants. Steve Spiro and Tyronn Lue together for parts of 4 seasons. As this one comes to an end, Clippers 121, Cavaliers 99. AC, quickly your final thoughts on to a pair against the Bucks Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah, the Cavs just came out that third quarter and didn't have the energy. The Clippers, who are a champion, trying to be championship team, they came out with better energy and took over the game in the third quarter.
We'll hear from Coach Bickerstaff in just a few moments, along with a number of players. Jeff and Campy, what else is coming up on Cavaliers Live as the Cavs fall tonight by the final of 121-99.
John, Austin, thank you very much. Campy, 2 things really stick out. Bad start to the second half for the Cavaliers, and Paul George couldn't miss.
Well, Paul George couldn't miss primarily because we were not putting any real ball pressure on him. We allowed him to be really comfortable tonight. And coming into this game, we talked about Cavaliers have to be very good on the offensive side, but even more importantly, they have to be very good on the defensive side. They did not have either tonight.
Checking our live stream, we're on Twitch doing GC Force. Hello, Star Center.
I don't think people realize all the things that he pioneered.
Do you think that you will get some white kids to play basketball with Negro kids?
I think so. I don't see why not. My kids play with white kids, and nobody got hurt yet.
He stood up in times when it was very hard to stand up.
Brad, any final words of advice for the new coach?
Win! When I think about Bill Russell being the first black coach, I think about Brett Auerbach. Red didn't look at Bill as a black man. He looked at him as a man who could coach. Bill Russell allowed the rest of the world to know that if you're qualified, anyone can coach.
The most important factor is respect. In basketball, respect demands for his ability, period.
Without Bill Russell,
in the NBA. When you want to make sure as Bagley knocks down the three, they call it, folks, the limo ride. When you want to make sure.
Trying to tell you, because Buddy, he likes green, obviously. Those are some numbers right there, baby.
Buddy might have sent the limo for somebody over there today as Jason Tatum knocked down the mid-range jump shot. But out of the timeout, the Kings ran a nice set for Bagley, and he knocked down a three. And that's consecutive three balls now after that timeout by Luke Walton, and it's a three-point game.
Yeah, Buddy, no hesitation whatsoever.
At a 41-piece, 35 before that. Here's Jason Tatum, picked up by Hield, cross-court to Brown. Little catch and shoot three, and he laces it.
You know, we were talking earlier on the radio today to Cedric Maxwell, the Celtic great, and he said that that's the part of his game that probably has improved the most, because that sets everything up, the ability to knock down the three.
An athletic guy when it comes to going to the basket as well. Off the miss, here's Tatum up court. Jason Tatum out of St. Louis. Kicks it out to Teague and gets it back, working against Bagley on the edges. Good defense by Bagley. He stayed down on it. Teague on the drive. Fox stays in front of him. Shot clock at three. Tice. And that's a great defensive sequence for Sacramento.
Absolutely.
Fox into the paint. Spins with it, slick with it, but couldn't finish. Bagley with the stick back, no good. And Thompson controls for Boston. They got into the paint. The Sacramento Kings top 5 in the NBA in points in the paint. So on the attack, here's Teague with the left hand and rebounded by Hield on the runout. Buddy with pace. other side.
Rookie
later against the 76ers. That puts him in elite company, guys. It's just Bradley Beal and Damian Lillard have had 2 40-plus point games this season. He is really just a tremendous all-around player for the Celtics.
Has become much more efficient, Katie. Great report there. And Brad Stevens is quick to say, as he's told me several times, Doug, that Jaylen Brown's greatest contribution places it.
For the win and the number 1 play on Monday night in the NBA.
Kings basketball on NBC Sports California is brought to you by Big O Tires. Tires, service, straight talk. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Some of the wonderful images from Nash and Proper, one of the local businesses here in Sacramento. You want to get there, folks, and order that Nashville-style hot chicken sandwich. Ooh, a lot of great local businesses worthy of your support. Fixin's, one of them. I tried Fixin's tonight for dinner before getting to the arena here, the Golden One Center, Doug.
You going to be all right? You got the itis?
Hey, man.
All right.
A little sleepy after that meal. Inside, Whiteside had it blocked by Williams. Wow. Robert Williams got up high and sent that back the other way. 4-point lead for Boston to start this second quarter. Tatum guarded by Joseph. Off glass. Boy, what a soft touch by Jason Tatum.
Man, it's not enough that he hit you with the 3 in the mid-range. I got to run and hoof off the glass.
At 22 years old, this guy is a bona fide, qualified superstar in the NBA. Fox getting there, too. Kick out to Halliburton for 3. A little bit short. And the Celtics with Green the other way. Love the fact that Fox is guarding Tatum here. Tatum spins, high lob for Williams on the other half of the alley-oop. And Boston back up by 8 in a blink. Here's Whiteside. Dribble handoff to Joseph, set a nice screen. Bad pass. Tatum on the run out. And 6 quick ones. Luke Walton says, guys, let's regroup. Let's talk. Let's strategize. Back after this.
Sacramento Kings back with Smud by honor Danielle Lawrence tonight in the 2021 Black Victory Month of Dream All-Star Award. Let's take a look at these two men.
Oh, my goodness! Didn't see that coming! Up diddly deep! Yeah, that's LaMelo, and he got it. That's right! LaMelo! Oh, yeah! LaMelo Ball beats the buzzer! Full-length baseball pass, and Gordon Hayward catches.
Taught Tatum's mother in high school. She was Tatum's mom's teacher, phys ed teacher, volleyball coach, in fact, as Tatum misses the long 3. And the two of them got connected, and Bradley Beal was a heck of a mentor for Tatum coming up in the St. Louis area. Actually played for Bradley Beal's AAU squad as Glenn Robinson III makes an appearance, Doug.
Oh, man, De'Aaron Fox dancing all over there, teaching him the foxtrot, finding the corner 3 for none other than Glenn Robinson III.
Hey, what about the fact that Robinson comes off the bench after not playing in a couple of games, right?
Right.
And is immediately impactful.
Yes, and see De'Aaron Fox, right? I mean, look at that. That's footwork right there. Bang, rotation, beautifully done, then dancing. Yes, that is called Sacramento's own foxtrot. Glenn Robinson III with the 3 from the corner.
Good to see him back in action. Last 5 games, just 3 points, a total of 14 minutes. Halliburton up high for Whiteside, never got there. And Williams stepped in to pick it off. Here's Waters working against Halliburton. Ojale into the paint. Spins, turns, fires, drills it. Shemi Ojale with his first field goal.
Nice little shot there by Ojale, no doubt.
Guy that is usually relied on more for his defense. Any kind of scoring that the Celtics get out of him is a bonus. Whiteside couldn't get the handle at the free throw line, right to Robinson. Up high for Whiteside, room service.
Nicely done, little hang. It looked like he was going to throw it over to Fox in the corner. It got cut off, and beautiful adjustment by Glenn Robinson III.
Yeah, good pass by him, 4-point game. Waters off the screen by Williams into the paint. His floater is off the mark, out of bounds. It'll come back to the Kings.
See a little hang time right here by Glenn Robinson III. Finding Mr. Whiteside on the interior. He knows what to do. Finish.
Whiteside is going to get a little bit of run here, Doug, when you look at the fact that Holmes and Bagley both with 2 fouls, right?
Yeah, and you got to be careful if you're Luke Walton. So I would say ride this out if you can and allow Whiteside, especially, I mean, he's productive.
Fox with the quick sit dribble and drills the mid-range jumper right in front of Tatum.
Sit, march, stop, a little bit of everything. Beautiful balance right there by De'Aaron.
Fox with 7 points already to go along with 3 assists. And Sacramento answers with a 10-2 run. Step through by Tatum and a sweet finish. Sauce with the left hand. Robinson right back at him for 3 and short. 4-point Boston lead. Celtics showing surprising early energy here despite playing last night. Waters kicks it out to Ojale, and he hits the three-pointer.
Big shot right there. You get the ball out of Tatum's hand, but unselfish. Find Ojale for the 3-ball.
And that was the first foul from either team here in the second quarter. As T comes back into the ball game, he'll run the point for Waters.
I'd like to see the Kings keep this right around here or just touch it up, get within 4 by a half. So close this half out the right way.
Here's Buddy Hield out front. Hands it off to Barnes. Holmes has good post-up position. They go cross-court to Fox. Fox steps back. A 3 on the way is short. Bagley hustling, chasing down the loose ball rebound. Good job by Marvin Bagley. Fox cross-court to Buddy. Hield fires, got it! And Buddy Hield makes it a 5-point game.
Buddy was shooting at as he was catching it. I'm telling you, man, quick trigger.
From Sacramento all the way down to Nassau and Freeport in the Bahamas. They feeling that Buddy love. Back after this.
Ito na ang inaabang-abangan at talaga namang nako, paborito rin ng mga kapatid natin.
Assists on the night. Of course, this is after dropping a career high 43 on the Pellies when they were in town earlier in January. And you know what? We have to take a look at what he has been doing in the fourth quarter in these games. That game against the Pelicans, 7 straight points in that game from 7-minute mark to the 33-second mark. You look at his numbers, averages over the last 2 fourth quarters. Of course, the 1-point loss against the Heat on Sunday, then going Monday, beating the Pelicans. That's our pizza guy's delivery of the game. You know what Luke Walton said about him before the game, you guys, is that it's happening on a more consistent basis. He's proving he can put this team on his back. He says, now we want him to do it all the way through. And he said, Luke Walton was praising him, saying, you know what? The best part is he's having fun, enjoying these moments with his teammates, guys.
Yeah, and I love the fact, Katie, that after that loss in Miami, as he kicks it out to Bagley in the corner, who makes a slick move behind the back and finishes MB3 with the bucket. De'Aaron Fox, after that loss in Miami, went into the gym and got a workout in, a little lift, a little cardio, getting his body right for the next game as Buddy pulls and misses a 3. But that kind of work ethic paying big dividends right now for Sacramento. Inside, Thompson had it knocked loose, stripped by Holmes. Bagley with some sauce and spin on the move. Marvin Bagley,
how about that? With
great hustle. He was ubiquitous in that last sequence everywhere.
Watch this right here. Puts it on the deck, and then nice little left touch right there. And then, I got a little spin move for you. Watch out now. And gets downhill. That is your 6'10" power forward out in the open court.
So Bagley, the free throw line, a 50% foul shooter on the year. As folks, we want you to open up your phone's camera app and scan the QR code on the screen to get close to the action next season. Join the wait list for premium seating at Kings games, and you'll get access to courtside and club seats, which include lounge access and other exclusive benefits. Scan the code on the screen or visit kings.com/ticket plans for more information. Great way to go. And up court, 3-point Boston lead. Brown, step back, tipped up. Bagley got it to Heel.
Yeah, gang rebound right there. I like it.
Here's Barnes on the wing, mismatched against Teague. Put that body him all, put it on a platter for the layup. Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, there's a little burst right there from Harrison. That's the second time, I'm seeing him just get away from people quickly on the angle.
Doug, it's a 7-0 scoring run for the Kings. Now within 1. Brown spins, tried to punch it. Nobody home. He got hung. And back comes Fox. Barnes stepping through the paint and the finish.
Nice right there. Open court. I like it. That's what I mean, Mark. Getting downhill. Keep the pressure on this team.
Sacramento up by 1. A 9-0 scoring run. Brown met there by Holmes, who forced the pass. Fox fights over the Thompson screen. Barnes closing out on Brown inside. Thompson underneath, and he finishes. Boy, they played about 20 seconds of great defense. Just needed a little bit more.
That's the type of pressure, though. Just to keep them 20, 22 seconds, and they're settling for shots at the end of the shot clock.
Carson Edwards couldn't get the handle, almost turned it over. 1:37 to go in the first half. 9 on the shot clock.
Look at HB right here. Just gets the angle, gets right by, delivery at the basket. And then downhill. Oh, man, he is doing his thing this evening.
Sacramento Kings on a 9-2 run now since Tatum sat down, who's back in the ball game now. Celtics in a little bit of a zone look here. Doesn't matter to Barnes. He's okay with zone offense.
Harrison's doing it all, and shout out to Harrison also, the goal setter app that he is.
Oh man,
he's linked up with 500 Black and Brown children, 250 I believe right here in Sacramento, helping them with savings account and teaching them financial literacy. Sacramento, we are blessed to have Mr. Harrison Barnes.
He drafted 500 kids from Build Black right here in Sacramento to start up savings accounts, because data shows that kids with saving accounts have a much higher chance of attending college.
Yes, sir.
Up front, it's Tatum. Hield fighting over the tight screen. Edwards on the baseline, forced to kick it out. Brown, open three on the way. No good. Tatum got the rebound. Long shots, long rebounds. That's the way it goes sometimes. Thompson posting up, almost stepped out of bounds. Instead, he's fouled and one. Boy, Jaylen Brown made that happen, Doug, with his unrelenting effort.
Yeah, it's the hustle. And you get downhill right here, put it in the bucket, little Euro step, and a high, soft touch, and then coming the other way, gets the block. Just a continued effort right there, two-way player, and then Tristan Thompson on the interior, and that's just unfortunate because that would be, I believe, the third foul, if I'm not on Rashawn Holmes. And look, you picked it up with 34 seconds remaining in the half. Almost made it through.
Yeah. Tristan Thompson, meanwhile, at the foul line for the Boston Celtics. A big offensive first half for the native of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Played his collegiate basketball at Texas. As Holmes on the bench with 3 fouls. 2-for-1 situation. Fox wants all that smoke out to Halliburton. Got it! Drills the side pocket 3, and it's a 1-point game again. Good execution. And they should have a chance for another quick possession.
He's called Tyrese into the half. I swear, every game at the end of the half, he knocks down a 3.
Feels like it, right? Tatum
traveling,
blew a tire, and that's going to be a travel.
See De'Aaron, he put pressure on the defense, gets baseline drive, baseline drift, there he is, reach up, knock it down. Tyrese looking good.
And Doug, they got a lot of time here, 12.3 to get a good look and potentially take the lead going into the locker room. And this is the first game of next 7 of 8 here at Golden One Center. And Carson Edwards with a foul to give. It'll be side out of bounds. Sacramento with 6.5 to go. And Grant Williams going to come in for defensive purposes for Brad Stevens.
Let's see what
Halliburton going to inbound. He's a trusted passer. Here's Fox. 5 to go. Fox into the paint. Reverse. Got it. A little sauce. Some jelly off the glass for the bucket. And the Sacramento Kings will go into the locker room with a 1-point advantage. De'Aaron Fox finishing with 9 points and 7 dimes. They outscore Boston 30-25 in the quarter.
Man, up and under. De'Aaron Fox just doing it big, and the Sacramento Kings come back 52-51 at the half, leading the Boston Celtics. This is the showing Kings fans are here for.
Anything in the paint, but that changed in the second quarter. Happy to see that.
It absolutely did. They were outscored in the paint in the first quarter by the Celtics, but only 4 points in the paint. And so I think what is important to note is that they were able to come back in the second quarter, and that's really kind of what turned the favor. When you're taking too many threes and you're a De'Aaron Fox and a Harrison Barnes and you're not getting into the paint, you're not doing what this Kings offense does best. You got to open up your three shot with that paint penetration, as he calls it, break the paint, get inside there, kick to open shooters. But a slow start, we were worried about that. But they made up for it there in the second quarter.
Yeah, they made up for it in the second quarter. In fact, when you look at that first quarter, 10 three-point attempts for the Sacramento Kings. They had 11 in the second quarter, but got into the paint more, too, in the second quarter. Coming up in just a little bit, we will look back at that 2017 draft class. We got two heavyweights going at it tonight, De'Aaron Fox and Jason Tatum. Plus, we get you ready for the second half coming up next.
The brand new chicken dance song. Get down, hit it up, let the song spin around one time if you want it.
New chicken dance? New chicken sandwich. My juicy, thickest filet yet. My cluck sandwich combos. Only at Jack in the Box.
NorCal Honda dealers' countdown to President's Day is on. You have 2 weeks to get the best deal of the year on a new Honda. 360 hours. 10,000 new Hondas. Thousands in savings. Civics for 0% financing. HRVs for 0% financing. CRVs for 0% financing. Visit your NorCal Honda dealers.
0 turnovers, which we know has been an issue for this team.
That's huge. And I thought the Celtics, did a great job on Fox collapsing on him, but De'Aaron figured it out in the second quarter. Strong second quarter for him. Let's see if the Kings can continue it in the second half. Right now, they are up 1, looking to continue their hot play as of late. Mark and Doug have the second half after the timeout.
Wow. That's a low price.
Oh, wow. That's a low price. What?
All the epic throwdowns, all the crazy step backs, all the game-clinching threes. They give it their all to be at the top of their game, but you make them all-stars. NBA All-Star Voting presented by AT&T. Go to NBA.com/vote today.
Welcome back, everyone. Hey, Kings fans. With Xfinity Mobile, you can save hundreds on the most reliable network nationwide. Your wireless, your rules only with Xfinity Mobile. Mark Jones alongside with Doug Christie as we get ready for the start of the third quarter play from Golden One Center. Doug, this is the first of the next 7 of 8 are going to be here at home. Sacramento trying to make a little bit of hay and a strong finish to that first half, in particular when you look at the play of Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, he has been doing some big things in Harrison, knocking down shots and setting a tone that I think Luke Walton is excited about, and so are Kings fans, because when he scores big, Kings usually win.
And it was nice to see Sacramento bring down the shooting percentage of the Boston Celtics in that second quarter. Time now for our bucket chart, brought to you by your hometown KFC. And a look at some of the distribution here. And Marvin Bagley had a pretty impressive first half as well.
Yes, Marvin doing big things, getting in the paint. Nice little half hook. You got to like that from the young fella, stepping behind the line, knocking down the 3 ball. He has been as impressive as you want to see. I'm hoping that continues for Mr. Marvin Bagley, the third.
Yeah, he was 4 of 7 from the field, total of 9 points. and 6 rebounds. The only drawback, both he and Holmes saddled with 2 fouls towards the end of the first half as we revisit Doug's keys to the game. A look back, Doug.
Yes, push it. Only 4 fast break points, but the Kings got out. They just got to continue that pressure, and then the battle of the glass. 26 for the Celtics, 23 for the Kings. They are about even there, so whoever wins that little area may win this ball game.
It'll be Boston basketball to start the third quarter. Teague bringing it up court. In lieu of Kemba Walker, who's out, not playing on the second night of a back-to-back, coming off of a knee injury that kept him out for the first several weeks of the regular season. Tatum against Hield.
Good hands.
Harrison Barnes knocked that loose. Holmes stepped out of bounds. 6 seconds to go on the shot clock for the Celtics.
Against Tatum and Brown, you got to get that second quick help. Get in and get out. And right there, Harrison Barnes got his hands on the basketball. Nicely done.
Boston shooting just 42% from the field. Much better defense by Sacramento in that second quarter. Brown sweeps into the lane. Hield with a rebound. Out to Fox. Fox using his speed. Good cross-court pass to Barnes. Inside, Holmes with that push shot. That thing's on automatic, folks.
It is. It is patented. No longer pending for Rashawn Holmes.
3-point Sacramento lead. Here's Tatum. Barnes fights around the tight screen. Help came, tipped up and in by Tristan Thompson. That is one of the big assignments tonight for Sacramento, keeping Thompson a prolific offensive rebounder off the glass.
He is a face guard. You got to go ahead and just take him out of the play. You're not going to get it, but he can't get it either. Harrison Barnes, nice.
Wow, you can't spell Barnes or bully without the B.
No doubt. Man. Can't spell bucket either, and he's getting them.
3-point Sacramento lead again. Thompson hands it off to Teague. Little foul on Fox from behind. Got caught tailgating that time. And whistle for the foul.
Right here. Barnes to Holmes. Holmes with a little push shot in the lane, and Harrison Barnes puts it up on the rim quickly, garners his own rebound, and gets it on the glass before the defense can respond.
Jeff Teague at the free throw line for the Boston Celtics. I mentioned him getting the start. He's an 89% foul shooter from the free throw line. His father, Sean Teague, actually played basketball at Boston University under former NBA coach Rick Pitino back in the day.
Okay.
Basketball running in the family blood. Part of the family business for the Teagues. He brings the Celtics to within 1. Good ball fake by Buddy. Got his defender, Brown, airborne, and knocks it home for 3.
Yeah, beautiful patience right there by Buddy Hield. Show the ball high, let the defender fly by, and then get his feet set.
Here's Teague. Pulls it back out against Holmes. Thompson has a mismatch on Fox inside. Give and go with Tice. And Barnes committing the foul, coming over to help. It's going to put Daniel Tice on the foul line for the Celtics.
You see Buddy Hield right here. Just show the basketball. Gotta respect it. Feet are set. Jumper's wet. And then Tice gets inside right there. Harrison Barnes, good foul. Don't let him score the bucket. Make him earn them.
Daniel Tice is 74% foul shooter for the Celtics. And folks, we can't wait to welcome fans back to Golden One Center right here. And we know you're eager to get back too. Open your phone's camera app and scan the QR code on the screen or visit kings.com/ticket plans to secure your spot for next season by placing a deposit for a ticket plan starting at just $50. That's right, per seat. Can't wait to see you here. Come and holler at me in the concourse. Here's Buddy behind the home screen. Had a sliver of daylight, quick outlet to Teague. And Boston now with a chance to tie. Thompson posting up on Bagley. That's going to be goaltending. Boy, Tristan Thompson really using that veteran experience, Doug, crafting out space for himself.
Yeah, he's propping up a tent down there and camping out. So when you're playing defense, sometimes you got to bring the referee's attention to it and start counting for him.
Okay. Little step-up screen for Fox. Got hit. And De'Aaron Fox will go to the foul line. De'Aaron Fox with 9 points, 8 assists already, just underway here in the third quarter. Foul's going to be on Tice.
Yeah, 6-point discrepancy in the first half at the free throw line. 9 points for Celtics and 3 for the Kings. And that's kind of flip-flop because 27th in makes and 26th in attempts are Boston, and the Kings in the top 10 in both categories.
Like to see that. Illustrates their ability to attack. De'Aaron Fox, the indomitable, implacable point guard for the Sacramento Kings. A burgeoning force on the NBA landscape. Thompson hands it off to Tatum. Holmes steps out him on the switch. Holmes can guard those wing players out there. Tice on the reversal to Teague. Side pocket three is strong and rebounded by Fox. Kings out and running. Hit ahead to Barnes. Euro step into the lane. Holmes was fouled from behind as Jaylen Brown holds his palms up skyward towards the heavens and says, I didn't touch him. But the foul is going to go against him and the Celtics.
A lot of people with their hands up because Harrison Barnes was like, look, man, somebody kicked me or something. I don't know what it was. Let's see here. Anybody?
Oh, yeah, Holmes got pushed out of the way there. Just under 9 minutes to go in the third. Boston showing a little bit of a zone here, Doug. What is it?
Yeah, a little 1-3-1 it looks like. Maybe a little amoeba.
Okay.
UNLV.
Hey, you know what? De'Aaron Fox didn't care. Almost got a nice baseline jumper to fall. And back the other way, it's the Celtics. Tatum. In and out dribble with the left hand. Lets the three fly. And rebounded by Buddy.
This is the time to push it against this ball club. They're settling for some jumpers.
Healed with a lob. Bagley underneath. Had it partially blocked by Thompson. Boy, Tristan Thompson is doing a heck of a defensive job tonight. Underneath for the Celtics. On the pick and roll, Tice finds Teague cross court. Back to Tice, who relocates. That's good looking basketball, gotta admit it. As Tice gives Boston a 1-point lead, Kemba likes it on the bench. And a steal by Brown, and room service at the other end. Timeout, Luke Walton. Just when it seemed like Sacramento had a little bit of momentum going its way, Jaylen Brown squashes that. Back with more right after this.
A stronger, safer community is within reach when Californians.
Kept the team afloat, Doug.
Yes, he did. And it was definitely a flotation device because 14 big points. He did it from downtown, gives you 4 rebounds. And once he did that, that enabled De'Aaron Fox to take over in the fourth.
Yeah, had that big 17-point fourth quarter. See what they run coming out of the timeout.
Showing the zone again.
Yep. Fox tried to skip pass to the corner and never made it to Buddy Hield. They turn it over out of the timeout. Brown posting up Buddy. And Brown got him under the bucket and put it in easily. Brad Stevens holds up 2 fists and calls out the defense again. Looks like we're going to get another zone from Boston here, Doug.
Well, until you bust it, they are going to continue to run the zone against you.
Barnes with a nice head fake. Floater in the paint, off the mark. Tatum coming back the other way. Boston leading by 5. Thompson tried to post up Holmes out of bounds. It'll stay Boston basketball. Celtics in the middle of a 7-0 run.
See Rashawn Holmes back into the picture, not allowing that post pass entry right there. And I would tell you, Tristan Thompson is doing some big things for this Celtics ball club. Brad Stevens has to be excited about what he's seeing.
Signed as a free agent during the offseason. Here's Tatum against Fox. Spins quickly on him. Tatum went up high, missed it. Rebound, whistle, foul underneath. That's going to go against the Celtics. And that's going to go against Tristan Thompson. NBA champion from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Brad Stevens loves Thompson's potential to help quarterback that Boston defense.
Yeah, his energy is infectious for sure. And Rashawn Holmes doing a good job of blocking out and giving him no other choice but to come over his back.
Yeah, that's a nice battle tonight to keep an eye on. Barnes on the pick and pop, got open, missed the clear look. And Boston up by 5 with possession. Brown working against Halliburton. Great help by Holmes. Holmes couldn't get to that one by Thompson, who used the basket, stared his left hand and says, yeah, I got it like that. Celtics on a 9-0 run. Heel trying to snap it, can't. Tipped up, out to the Kings. Halliburton out front.
Need an easy bucket right now if you're the Kings. Get in the paint, find somebody.
They swing it around weak side to Fox.
There you go.
Nice Euro step in the paint, and that stops the bleeding. At 9-0 for Boston. Sacramento 4 of 12 from the field in this period.
Yeah, Mark, see how much, get right back at them and see how much fight back they got tonight.
They left Teague open from the top. We all know he can make that.
Yeah.
The year that the Atlanta Hawks sent 4 players to the All-Star game and won the Eastern Conference, he was one of those 4 All-Stars. Hield cross court to Barnes. Good show and go. Holmes with the push shot. Was looking for a call. Might have been fouled by Teague. Instead, it's Brown back the other way. Quick pull from deep. Got it.
See, the Kings have to go, and when they drive, can't stop short. Go ahead to the contact and put the onus on the referee. Get to the line.
Brown with the 3. That's Brown as in downtown Brown.
At Domino's, you can carry out 3 topping pizzas for just $7.
California? Take a test drive at your local dealer today.
Jaylen Brown just 24 years old. Jason Tatum just 22 years old. There's no better combo on the wing under 25 than those two. And they're making their presence felt here tonight, Doug.
I would say so. 32 points, shooting a good, decent percentage, and 10 rebounds, 10 assists. So you're getting a triple-double out of these two. They're go-to guys. Brad Stevens can take one out, leave the other in. They can run the show, and they are delivering so far, Mark, in this third quarter.
The thing that you love about those two guys, they cheer for each other. They support each other's successes. When Tatum made the All-Star team last year, Brown was the first one to publicly say, hey, congratulations, he deserves it.
Yeah, that's what you want out of your players, because that creates the type of synergy and cohesiveness in the locker room that is really good for winning basketball.
Celtics with 4 team fouls, Kings with 2. 5:20 to go in the third quarter. And again, Doug staring at a zone defense by Boston. Halliburton tees up the 3 and gets it to drop.
There you go. That's how you're going to get him out of the zone.
The reigning Western Conference Rookie of the Month. And off the ground, side pick and roll with Teague. Thompson threads the needle out of bounds. Celtics claiming it was tipped. It wasn't. 8-point Boston lead. Sacramento basketball.
And more importantly, the communication between Buddy and Tyrese has to be on point. You cannot let Brown get away from you.
Holmes with a screen. Back to Holmes. It was actually intended for Hield. Halliburton with 7 on the shot clock. Finds Fox. That's a mismatch against Tice. Halliburton with 1 on the clock. And it's the remix. Halliburton with consecutive 3-point buckets. Beautiful. And it's a 5-point advantage. Halliburton in double digits now with 11. T kicks it out to Tice. He misses, and Tristan Thompson again on the offensive glass.
Man,
sound like a broken record, man.
You're not lying, and it is skipping continuous. Your Geico assist of the game goes to none other than De'Aaron Fox, and Halliburton does the rest. Nothing but string music.
Meanwhile, that's 4 fouls on Holmes. Halliburton with a nice stat line, 11 points in just 14 minutes, a couple of rebounds and assists. Out of bounds to Thompson. They help on Brown. They double team him. Langford misses, and Holmes controls the rebound. Quickly up court to Halliburton. Barnes in a rush. Reverse, got it.
Nice, I like it. Get at him right away. Good stop. Great rebound. Out in the open court.
Slick ball movement by Sacramento has them looking just at a 3-point deficit. They've got an 8-0 run going. And Brad Stevens wants to call timeout. And Jaylen Brown a little slow to move here. Timeout on the floor. More after this.
Right here.
Pacific, yeah.
Yes, he does a great job. Dame had me down to talk to his team a couple years ago.
Off the turnover, it's Brown. Over Buddy, got it to fall. Jaylen Brown starting to get a number now. 18, leading the way for the Celtics.
Again, a turnover that's converted to points, though.
Inside to Whiteside. Took his time with the dribble, spins, and misses from point-blank range. Jaylen Brown up court, cross court. Good kick out. Grant Williams off the Robert Williams feed. No good. Hustle to get the rebound. And speaking of hustle, Halliburton. 2-on-1. Halliburton with the underhand layup.
Only Deion Sanders did it better.
Woo. That's a pick six.
Yeah, absolutely. Take it to the house.
Oh, Halliburton with 13.
What don't he do?
You're going to be waiting a while to hear an answer. Brown lost the handle.
Yes, get it.
Buddy Hield, great hustle. Went to the wrong team and got it back again, sitting on the court.
Have you ever seen it? You ever seen that one? Get it twice.
Hey, the ball finds good energy. Halliburton launching. A little bit of a heat check for him. He had made his previous twos. Robert Williams inside, fouled by Whiteside.
You see right here, steal in the open court. What can Brown do for you? Get downhill and get a bucket. And then again, the other way, open court. Halle Berry, very nice with the kiss.
Western Conference Rookie of the Month for December and January. Robert Williams missing the first free throw for Boston. He's 90% on the season, just 9 of 10. With Corey Joseph into the ball game for Sacramento, teaming in the backcourt with Halliburton. It's Halliburton, Hield, Joseph, Whiteside, and Barnes for Sacramento with 1:32 to go in the third quarter. Kings trail by 4 now.
Yeah, important 92 seconds right here, Mark. This is Kings got to close this thing out the right way.
Halliburton at the controls. You hear Grant Williams barking out the defense. He picks up Joseph. Barnes inside, fouled by Langford. Javonte Green. The foul against Javonte Green. His first foul. And that's going to put Sacramento on the free throw line. Harrison Barnes shooting 86% from the line for the season. 2015 NBA champ with the Golden State Warriors. Stay with us for a 15-second word from Atlantis Casino.
You know what makes me feel.
Lead is down to 3, a little full court pressure. And now they fall back in a half-court defense. It's a zone for Sacramento. Tatum from the corner. Robert Williams high for the rebound, tipped away by Joseph, controlled by Halliburton. Whiteside on the break, went behind his back.
Be careful with it. Protect it. Now put him in a bucket.
Whiteside turns, fires, and got it. Looking for the call, too. So, hey, Doug, He was kind of slick with it behind his back.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be on his mixtape, no doubt about it.
Hey, Coach Walton, I got it like that. And that was not tipped into the backcourt. That's a backcourt violation. So, Doug, you talked about the Kings having to finish this second quarter strongly. They're in a position here to get the lead.
Yes, strong. That's Williams. And Williams tried to stop Whiteside. No go.
Here's Joseph hounded. And Halliburton in the front court. Hands it off to Joseph. 12 on the shot clock. Joseph waits for Barnes. Barnes, three-pointer on the way, short. And Tatum with the board, looking at 13 seconds to go. Hield picks him up.
Smart by Halliburton. Run at him, get the ball out of his hands, and let's see if the young fella can make it, and he does.
Boy, they double-teamed Doug off the right guy, Green. It was worth the gamble. Buddy for the tie. Halliburton with the putback, count it. That should count, and it does. Boy, this guy has that end of quarter stroke of magic.
Asking what can he not do?
Nothing. Deliver. Put it in the books. Kings down 1 after 3.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be just like Cal Ripken.
or visit alanon.org/help.
We're proud of our roots, our rallies, our runnings. We're proud of our community, our city, our cowbells. We're proud of our speed. Our strength.
Oh, man!
He said that with his chest. Our swag. Fish grease. Fire's a long one. Bringing that smoke. Above all, we're proud to play for the crowd. Together, we are Sacramento proud. Tyrese Halliburton with a bucket to end the third quarter as Sacramento staring at a 1-point deficit. Jason Tatum didn't score in that period. He was 0 of 5 from the field. The officials at the table right now reviewing to see if there was a hostile act committed right at the end of the third period. And still waiting for adjudication of that.
It was hostile with 6 turnovers for 7 points. Or was that what did the Kings get? 4 turnovers for 6 points in that quarter.
Let's get the call here. Looks like we're going to get a play on here. So to start the fourth quarter, it'll be Joseph, Halliburton. As we take one more look at this, Robert Williams. They reviewed to see if that was a hostile act.
What did we come to, man? Hey.
Basketball's got feelings too.
I was just going to say, we talk about the ball now. Okay.
Boston leading by 1. Halliburton, Joseph, Robinson, Fox back in with Whiteside. Almost lost the handle, was fouled.
That's good right there, Mark. Within the first 11 seconds of the fourth quarter, you get a foul. Those are the ones that can get you to that penalty, and a tight game like this could come up big.
Now, Luke Walton was miffed in a couple of those games, puzzled in a couple of those games on the road as to why the Kings didn't get to the free throw line as much as he felt they should have, considering they get into the paint as much as anyone in the league. Halliburton with his 3 is his third one here in the second half. A career-high 18 points for the rookie.
He'll keep breaking that. We'll just keep saying that. It'll just keep happening.
That means good things ahead for the Kings. Waters couldn't get the answer. Whiteside with the board.
2 hands.
Here's Fox. Joseph. Over to Fox on the wing. Guarded by Williams. Green commits the foul. Javonte Green, that's 2 fouls quickly against the Celtics here in the fourth quarter. This one a shooting foul, putting Fox on the foul line.
Tyrese coming in big. What do you say? Hallelujah. Give me that 3-ball. De'Aaron, adept at contact, drawing the foul. He wanted extra.
Fox knocks down his foul shot. He's a perfect 5 for 5 from the line in this ball game. He was a perfect 7 for 7 from the line in the game against New Orleans on the heels of missing a bunch against Toronto. So it shows you what he's capable of, Doug, once he locks in.
No doubt. He puts the work in, and greatness is in him. That's what he wants, and that's what he wants from this ball club.
4-point Sacramento Kings lead. Grant Williams picked up his dribble out to Tatum. Tatum going to work on the baseline. The floater no good. And flushed home by Robert Williams, a.k.a. Time Lord, they call him in Boston. He earned that nickname when he was late for his introductory news conference as a rookie last year. Knocked out of bounds. Time Lord there defending with Waters.
Hoping that he's late again on the help.
Yeah. He was right on time on that putback, Doug. Waters almost had the pick. Instead, it's Fox. Halliburton. Good sidestep 3 on the way. Battling underneath Whiteside. Got the loose ball.
Take your time.
Loose ball and a foul. Who's it against? That's going to go against Boston.
How many is that now?
That's their third team foul.
Now is when you come together as a unit and say, okay, now's the time to get ultra aggressive. Unable to get the carom right there. But it comes to Whiteside, hands everywhere, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it looks like that. And a cloud of dust. Halliburton got Williams in the air. Good post up by Whiteside. Missed it from close and commits the foul.
He knows it too. Wow. At a point blank range right there. Good pass by Halliburton.
Bagley and Holmes with 2 and 4 fouls respectively. So it's Whiteside, the 5 on the floor for the Sacramento Kings. Tremont Waters. And that's going to be a foul against Robinson on the reach. Yeah. Second team foul against Sacramento.
And Kojo's telling him, I had him. I didn't need that much help, but you can't fault your teammate right here. You're going to see him come in. Oh, man, there's nothing there. Nothing. Mark Jones.
That might be a challenge-worthy play by Luke Walton. 10:04 to go. Waters at the foul line. Tremont Waters, 5'10", 23 years old, out of LSU. 51st pick by the Celtics back in 2019. Averaging 3 points and 3 assists a game in 10 minutes. And it's really benefited from the Maine Red Claws, their G League affiliate. See Kemba Walker cheering up on the Boston bench. 1 point Sacramento advantage. Whiteside catches inside.
Wow, down
foul,
low.
and it's whistled this time That's going to go against Grant Williams.
More importantly, that is the fourth team foul.
Yep. Well, they will be shooting on the next one as Whiteside shoots 2. As this was a 2-shot foul.
I'm okay with an offensive foul on the next possession. I'm going right at you.
Okay. Try and force the issue a little bit. Whiteside leaves that free throw short. Hassan Whiteside struggling from the line this year at 53%. I've seen him through the years, Doug, change his free throw style. At one point, he was almost taking what looked like a semi-jump shot from the free throw line back in his Miami time.
Similar to Kareem in the hook shot. Surprised no one's ever tried Rick Barry.
Whatever. Hey, it's there for people.
I'm just saying.
Yep, I'm with you. Halliburton into traffic, kicks it out to Joseph. Boy, Whiteside working hard for position against Robert Williams. They're fighting down there. Oof. Halliburton off the screen.
Somebody cut.
Shot clock down to 4. They got to get busy here. Fox lets it go. Halfway down. Whiteside with a nice follow.
How about that? Talk about offensive rebounds. Weekend offensive rebound 2, says Whiteside.
Yeah, how about that? The lead up to 4. Tremont Waters, cross court. Tatum, one more to Grant Williams.
Deny him back.
Boy, the Kings, good defense in rotation there. Ojale kicks it out to Waters. Joseph closes out. And a tough shot off glass. Boy, Sacramento did everything you're supposed to do, Doug, on defense.
Yeah, sometimes you make a bucket, but that was a great defensive possession by the Kings.
8:40 to go. Fox on the move. Out to Halliburton. Little heat check short. Whiteside. Halliburton with the jumper. And Williams clears for Boston. 2-point ball game. After that miss, Halliburton 7 of 14. Still 50% from the field. Tatum coming at that defense, missing. Cleared by Whiteside, had it knocked loose. And another possession for Boston. 18 on the clock. Waters inside Robert Williams finishing with the slam, and we're tied again at 89. Kemba Walker forced into the assistant coach's role for the Celtics. Our coach, Sacramento, going to draw one up when we come back.
Toyota's President's Day sales event is hereby proclaimed. Hurry into your Toyota dealer for history-making deals on the most popular models in the land. Make haste. Just announced. Get up to $3,500 cash back on Camry, or choose $2,000 cash back on any Corolla or Corolla Hybrid, or lease one with nothing down and pay just $229 per month. Don't miss Toyota's President's Day sales event. Toyota, let's go places.
Meet football legend Tom Flores, a.k.a. the Iceman, a.k.a. the first Latino quarterback and head coach ever, a.k.a. why isn't he in the hall yet? Well, Coors Light is going to do something about it.
I'll drink to that.
Wendy's didn't start the chicken wars. They just ended them with Wendy's new classic chicken sandwich. Nothing beats this classic. Grab it now in Wendy's 2 for $5.
5-Hour Energy helps you get stuff done. And now, when you purchase 5-Hour Energy, you can instantly win cash prizes. For complete rules and how to enter, visit 5HEWin.com. 5-Hour Energy, the official sponsor of getting stuff done.
You ever think Pac-Man gets tired of eating these same little dots? I could get any 2 toppings on my large pizza for just $10. Pepperoni, sausage, bacon, the $10 Tasteman, only from Pizza Hut. I think I'm about to out-pizza the Hut. No one out-pizza the Hut.
At Golden One, we know the only way this whole thing works is if we work together, each doing our small part for the benefit of each other. Because that's what it means to belong to Golden One Credit Union, a community built by people invested in one another, accomplishing more with our money together than we ever could by ourselves. So if you believe in the power of people over profit, join us at Golden One.
We've got a tie ball game here at Golden One Center with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And what do you do if you're Tyrese Halliburton coming off of being named the Western Conference Rookie of the Month? Well, you follow it up by setting a new career high. He's got 18 points already in this game. Let's take a look at our Ram shot of the game. Oh, my goodness. He has come alive here in the second half. He's got 13 in the second half of the ball game, including 3 triples. And my goodness, I mean, he just figures out a way to keep with it, stick with the play, find a way to help this team win. And this is my favorite part about Tyrese, you guys. In the fourth quarter, he averages more points than in any other quarter. Plus, he shoots over 60% from the field and 63% from the three-point line in the fourth quarter. You guys were talking about a gamer. I'm running out of words to describe him, but Mark, I'm going to leave it to you and your boundless vocabulary. I mean, it's impressive.
He is an imperturbable rookie.
I'm going to go with sound effects like, ooh-wee.
A high degree of equanimity from the rookie, Halliburton. Barnes, a deep three at the end of the shot clock, had to, and out of the timeout. Didn't quite get the look maybe they were desiring there. Little side pick and roll. Tatum keeps control of it with help. Holmes on Tatum. Sidestep 3 on the way. Man, he works on that. Jason Tatum, 43% from downtown, Doug.
Yeah, you mentioned he hadn't made one. Well, here we are.
Yep. 3-point Boston lead. Halliburton pocket pass to Holmes. Barnes on the baseline. Great ball movement. Holmes inside. Couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, that's where you got to attack the rim because you are in the penalty. You're going to the free throw line, and they have to stop you, and the only way to do that is some body contact.
Great point, Doug. Make him hit you to stop you. Tatum, they double team him.
Oh, deny him back. There you go.
Robert Williams, the catch inside over Joseph, who was helpless. They had a mouse in the house and found the mismatch. Celtics on a 9-0 scoring run, up by 5 with 6:39 to go. Plenty of time.
What's up, room 220?
I'm sorry, who are you here with?
Other Guys Pizza.
There's a pizza delivery guy here. Other Guys Pizza.
Hello, sir. How can I help you? I'm here to take this pizza up to room 220. They ordered it 3 hours ago.
Here, let me help you out a bit. Take this up to them instead. They're in the honeymoon suite, so this fireworks pizza will surely spice up the night. We don't do that here. Welcome to the show, son.
Visit Twin Pine Casino and Hotel for the Blazing New Trails in 2021 giveaway every Saturday in February. Play for your chance to win a brand new 2021 Chevy Trailblazer on February 27th. Twin Pine Casino and Hotel. Play fun, feel safe.
For more than 75 years, the Department of Veterans Affairs Home Loan Benefit has helped millions of eligible veterans and service members buy a home. Today, the VA home loan means lower than average interest rates, limited closing costs, and no down payment is required. The VA home loan may save you thousands of dollars. For more information, please contact VA or talk to a lender of your choice. Don't let anyone talk you out of using the benefit you have earned. Choose VA.
736 million people struggle to meet their basic needs. An estimated 40 million people have fallen victim to human trafficking. 51 million kids go hungry every day. And every day, together with thousands of corporate partners and millions of donors and volunteers, United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community.
Welcome back to the Golden One Center, fourth quarter. Kings down 5 as the Boston Celtics make a bit of a run. And your Toyota game summary looks a little something like this. And there's a little bit too much green for me. But Jason Tatum doing it big, 17 points, 8 for 20. Not shooting it well, but he's giving you 9 and 9, triple-double alert. And then the bench is big, led by Mr. Tyrese Halliburton with 18 big points. Kings bench doing some things. And Jaylen Brown, we talked about him early and often, and he's delivered for Brad Stevens and the Celtics tonight. See what the Kings can do. That's your Toyota game summary.
All right, good stuff. And the Kings now down to just one timeout remaining. They didn't get a good look coming out of the last timeout. A whistle and a foul is going to put Harrison Barnes on the free throw line, stopping the clock. And a chance to get a couple of points closer here. Harrison Barnes, one of the team's better foul shooters at 86%.
Yes, in the paint, Mark. A little point of emphasis, hip foul right there, but you score with the clock stopped if you're the Kings. Continue downhill in the paint. Make it collapse, create contact.
We'll see if Boston goes back to that zone and how the Kings solve it, if that's what they choose to do. Sacramento struggled a little bit with it earlier.
I would say pass fake or side pick and roll.
Okay. Waters up court, working against Fox. Barnes guarding Tatum. Reaches through and misses off glass. Sacramento gets the stop.
Good job right there by Rashawn Holmes, fighting off Williams and garnering the rebound.
Barnes back to Fox. Back tap by Tatum. And Jason Tatum with an easy one at the other end. Quick hands defensively, knocked it away from De'Aaron Fox. You know, when you talk about star players, Doug,
yeah,
that is an illustration of why when you talk about elite players, the only guys I call elite are the guys that play both ends of the floor.
Yeah, you give him credit right there. Yep. Low reach around right there. Knew he was beat by De'Aaron, but didn't give up on the play.
Halliburton cross court to Barnes. Nice rip move on the baseline for the reverse.
Man, I see you. Agile, little hostile there, HB.
3-point ball game. Waters across the midcourt line. And Barnes tasked with guarding Tatum. But he healed guarding Brown. Whistle, foul.
They're going to count it too.
The outside official, Derek Collins, said the ball was on the way up. He said it was on the way up. So no goaltending.
Yeah, you see Tatum right here. Good hands right there. Gets out in the open court. Just a simple delivery. And Harrison Barnes navigating with a kiss off the glass. And right here, was this ball still on the way up? No, sir, I would say.
Derek Collins said on the way up. And we are not in the last 2 minutes.
I say hurry up and shoot it.
He was incorrect. Yeah. Brown at the foul line. You know, we were talking about Jaylen Brown earlier. Went to school at Berkeley just down the road. And
yes.
You know, a guy is academically ambitious when, as a freshman, Doug, he took a master's class. I mean, you talk about sacrificing your GPA, man.
My question is, what's that? What's that is?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Shout out to him, though. He is beautifully done by De'Aaron Fox with the kiss. But it just tells you who he is and what he's about. And it's a true credit to him and his family that the young man not only is a fantastic student athlete, but he's a student as well.
Fox took him to school on that last possession with a bank shot. And the Kings with good ball pressure. And pressure on the receiver.
Business the turnover. He gave him business 101.
Yes, sir. Undergrad class.
No doubt. Look at that. De'Aaron Fox navigating. As I say, no blinkers. He needs none because he's navigating.
2-point ball game. Kings can tie it up here. Harrison Barnes tried to duck in and drew the foul from Shemi Ojale. Good little flash into the middle of the key there by Barnes, Doug, and he has a chance to tie it up.
Right back at the free throw line. This is the Kings. This is growth right here, progression, as you're going to see in the middle of your screen. And in that contact was initiated by Harrison Barnes, but it's a foul, so now you go to the free throw line. Well done by the Kings.
Harrison Barnes played 40 minutes in that win in New Orleans. He and De'Aaron Fox played 40 full minutes. And Doug, Harrison Barnes, 28, in the prime of his athleticism. De'Aaron Fox, 23 years old, got no problem with guys playing 40 minutes.
Not at all. And he is as fit as you would like. He's improved his strength, conditioning. He had the little hamstring, flexibility. He's working on it all because he understands what it takes to be the guy.
Here's Tice, guarded by Holmes. They get it to Tatum, working it from the elbow. Free throw line jumper, no good. Holmes with a big-time rebound.
And you hear the crowd calling for defense, Mark.
They got it. Holmes with his fourth rebound. Fox for the lead. Butter. De'Aaron Fox. And the Kings got $1 on the scoreboard, leading by 3, 100-97. Fox pulling from deep, capping a 7-0 Sacramento run.
When you have fiber internet from Consolidated Communications, you have a better connection to everything. Be together. Video chat with more reliability without losing your connection or freezing up. Be smarter. Online learning is more dependable with a consistent classroom connection. Be confident. Work with fewer network interruptions and plenty of bandwidth for everyone. Be more of everything with fiber from Consolidated Communications.
What's up, room 220?
I'm sorry, who are you here with?
Other Guys Pizza.
There's a pizza delivery guy here. Other Guys Pizza.
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
I'm here to take this pizza up to room 220. They ordered it 3 hours ago.
Here, let me help you out a bit. Take this up to them instead. They're in the honeymoon suite, so this fireworks pizza will surely spice up their night. We don't do that here. Welcome to the show, son.
Welcome back, everyone. Kings with a 3-point lead. Time now for our Coors Light, beating the pressure, as Hassan Whiteside did a little bit earlier. In 18 minutes, Doug, he was very productive, 9 and 9.
Yeah, you see, it said made to chill. He ain't chilling. I'm telling you, he's working is what he's doing. And Kings fans are protecting the rim, changing shots, battling on the interior, ready to give you a double-double.
Fox, little three-quarter court pressure on Waters. Love to see it. Flash inside. That's going to be a foul against Buddy Hield. And that's going to be the 4th team foul against. So Boston will shoot on the next one.
And that's a tough cut right there because he's athletic enough to spin out and get the lob. So if your buddy, you got to play with it and kind of keep him off guard. There's a switch up right there, and Harrison Barnes gets on him.
Williams waits for Tatum to come off the Tice screen. Waters kicks it back out to Williams. Here's Brown launching from 3, way off, bricked it. Another possession. Fox there, kicked it out of bounds. Almost had a handle on it, man.
Yes. And offensive rebounds again, nipping at the Kings' heels. See it shot up right there. It did touch the rim. Yes, it did. De'Aaron Fox in the passing lane, almost grabbing it.
Yeah, that's what Luke Walton was arguing a moment ago as to whether they should have gotten a reset on that. The Kings, meanwhile, started the fourth quarter missing 7 of 9. They've since connected on their last 3. As Waters goes to the bench for Boston. Jeff Teague comes back in. Brown downhill, inside to Tice, in traffic, able to finish. And it's a 1-point Sacramento King lead.
Tice is a productive player for them. Really, really is. Sets screens, does all the dirty work.
Good find for Danny Ainge, general manager, former Sacramento King player here. I see his cardboard cutout right behind me, Doug.
Oh, yes.
Hield over Tice, who got a piece of it, trying to keep it alive. And a foul going to go against Buddy Hield. So that's going to put Sacramento in the penalty.
Yeah, I would, if I'm the Kings on the catches, be a little more deliberate. Use your triple threat position, create the contact that way. Right here, Tice, you see him on the interior, beautiful little pump fake. That's what I mean by getting your feet together. And then Buddy, I believe, was standing out of bounds when this was committed. No, he wasn't.
Hit him on the head.
Yeah.
Daniel Tice on the foul line. Tice, a big part of what they do, especially defensively. Former pro in Germany. Fourth pick in 2011 of the... Actually, he was undrafted from Germany in 2017, but he and Brad Wanamaker actually played on the same German team about 4 or 5 years ago. Wanamaker, formerly of the Celtics, now with the Golden State Warriors. And Fox up court, we're tied at 100.
We've become accustomed to these battles. Oh, boy.
Fox with quick shot him for the layup.
Oh, man. That happened. That escalated quickly.
Wow. Oh, man. Great quick shot layup by De'Aaron Fox. Doug, you can do it better than I can, and maybe we'll get another look at it. That's going to be a blocking foul against Barnes. When I say quick shot, how would you explain that to the viewer?
Because you can go off the wrong leg. You don't even give him a chance to jump. So he is running and laying it up all at the same time. And normally you jump or you gather, and when you do that, that'll give the shot blocker a chance to block your shot. But with De'Aaron Fox, everything is fast.
You're right. Tatum at the foul line. 19 points of the ball game. Jason Tatum, a 83% foul shooter, makes the first. Stay with us for a 15-second word from Tahoe Blue Vodka. Well, like that last commercial, De'Aaron Fox likes his defenders shaken, not stirred, folks. Look out for it. Barnes on the baseline, out to Halliburton, sidestep three on the way, got it! Tyrese laces another one. And he's got a career-high 21, that's his 5th three-pointer of the night.
Man, Hallie trying to put a button on it. I'm telling you.
2.5 to go. Tatum for the tie. Got it. Jason Tatum with poise and precision knocks it in. He's a baller. Big time. 3rd team All-NBA a season ago. And Boston in a little bit of a zone here, Doug. So this is when Brad Stevens was saving it for. He had to be aggressive. Fox, tough shot off glass. Tipped up. Holmes, counted! On time, Rashawn Holmes. Just when you need a big board.
Man, need a big board, need a big body. Why? Because he's mobile Holmes tonight. Man. Inside, with the touch, going to the line. Mom's dad, they at the crib, they raising the roof right about now, Mark. I'm telling you, look at this. One hand with the touch and the kiss.
Doctors Richard and Ladisha Holmes, proud of their son, grateful right now for the Kings lead, standing at 3. 2 minutes to go.
Gotta get a stop. Good job by De'Aaron right there.
Couldn't get Tatum on that Iverson cut. Brown with the elbow jumper short. Buddy Hield with a nice rebound.
You continue to impress me. The Iverson cut. I see you. Mark always doing his homework.
Watch tape.
Hey, man, it's all got. I just appreciate it. That's all.
I've been listening to you.
I've seen the Iverson cut too many times.
Oh, boy. Traffic. Got it. De'Aaron detonating at the rim and laying it in.
Oh, good D.
Close out by Fox. Williams for 3. Okay. Wow, big time shot by Grant Williams. And it's a 2-point contest. Fox has 11 of his 24 here in the 4th quarter. It's showtime for De'Aaron Fox. On the heels of consecutive 17-point 4th quarters, he's showing up big time again. A foul going to go against the Celtics. That's going to put Harrison Barnes on the line.
You see De'Aaron right here. Move it out. Put it on the deck. Up. Oh, body control. English. Kiss. And then Williams on the other end. Feet set. Knocking down a big-time jumper for the Celtics.
Harrison Barnes, meanwhile, the foul line. He's 7 of 8 from the stripe tonight. Chance to give Sacramento a 4-point lead. Calmly, coolly, Harrison Barnes with the detachment of a surgeon at the free throw line. Second one on the way. Hits nothing but net. Timeout, Brad Stevens and the Celtics. Fox on the limp a little bit. We saw him bump knee to knee with a Heat defender a couple of games ago, and he limped his way through the final moments of that game, the third one on the road trip, when he was able to finish out and have them in a winning position in the end. Dubs are up by 4 with 1:11 to go. On defense now, if you're Luke Walton, Rex Kalamian, the defensive coordinator, what are you trying to get across to the Kings right now on their assignments?
Well, don't foul and give them anything easy, but I would run somebody at Tatum or Brown initially to try to get the ball out of their hands. Why? Because it eats up some of the shot clock, and that puts them into a butter clock, meaning a late clock, and maybe they got to rush a shot, then you just got to rebound the basketball.
And if you're Brad Stevens, you're probably looking to go one of those two guys, right? Tatum or Brown?
Absolutely. The ball has to be in their hands. I'd probably go Tatum, but Brown is not a bad option either. So the Kings just got to make sure that they're ready to have quick help and get back to their guys if they can do that. And this guy is delivering again in the fourth quarter. 11 points in this quarter, 11 assists for the game, 24 points for the game, gives you 2 assists, doing a little bit of everything for the Sacramento Kings. And his buddy Halliburton is delivering as well. That would be Sacramento 5-0.
You love it when the face of the franchise embraces the spotlight and the challenge at both ends of the floor. Right now, kind of wincing as he rubs that right hip area. Tatum gets it from Tice, got to the basket, and one. Oh, wow, they run a play out of the timeout and get one.
Yeah, if you're going to foul him, foul him. But Tatum, listen, you say, how does that happen? Let me tell you, this guy is just good. Strong enough, Mark, to play through contact by Rashawn Holmes, who is very, very strong.
Yeah. Rashawn Holmes got all of his right arm that time and then some. And that's going to be the 5th foul on Holmes. He's going to stay in the ball game with 1:06 to go. It'll be Holmes, Barnes, Fox, Hield.
Make sure you get
Halliburton as well, pardon me.
Yeah.
1:06 to go. Got to close out this sequence here. If it comes off, got to block out. Aaron Fox rubbing that right hip, upper leg area as Tatum knocks down the foul shot. It's a 1-point game, 1:06 to go.
Yeah, systems check right now. The Aaron is going through saying, can I put it on the deck and do what I want to do?
Gets the screen from Hield. Elbow jumper on the way. Butter, cool, calm, got it. The unflappable emerging poise of De'Aaron Fox. Impactful for the Kings. Teague out to Tatum. Barnes in his stance. Holmes corrals him. Good show and help. Back to Green with the crossover. Tried to punch it, couldn't. Holmes blocked it. He's not playing it in there.
Man, don't bring it in here.
You can't do that. Rashawn Holmes went high and sent it back. And it's a 3-point Kings lead with possession. Fox on Teague, staring him down on the dribble. Pull up 3 on the way. Off the mark. They'll get another possession. They're going to check the shot clock here and review to see if it hit anything. And I'm not sure if it did or not.
I'm not either, Mark. It looked like it might have missed everything and just hit the backboard.
It came off quickly.
Now, we're going to check and see if the ball hit the rim.
There's the announcement. It did not hit any part of the rim.
And Boston did not have possession.
No.
So we'll have to see what that means for the game clock, because the shot clock is off. There's only 10.4 remaining.
Right. See what the call is here, and whether they go jump ball with the lack of possession or not.
I mean,
what the officials deem in the aftermath of it.
I would love for blowouts for the Kings, but you know what? In these close games, you learn a lot about yourself.
Let's see how much time is on the shot clock. 4 on the clock, and possession came out to Sacramento here.
So there was a clock over by the Boston bench, and you can see it when Buddy gets it. It looked like 4/10 remaining, Mark.
Tough to tell.
Yeah.
From that angle. They thought it hit the rim, and perhaps the shot clock went off at that point because there's only 10.4 to go in the game. But the officials at the table trying to sort it all up right now with the aid of the replay center. This is going to be a very interesting call with Sacramento leading by 3.
I'm all for 4/10 because you can get a shot on it.
Right. Anything 3/10 or more, you can execute a catch and shoot. Anything less, it's got to be a tip.
You know why?
The basket.
You know, Mark, why also plays in the Kings' advantage, because if, say, they do get 4/10, they're able to shoot the ball. It hits the rim. You got to get a rebound. You try to get a timeout. That takes time off of the clock. Right. So when the Boston gets the ball back, if they get it back, it won't be 10. Then milk it a little bit if you can.
Sacramento and Boston both in the penalty. If it's Boston's ball, and we haven't discussed that scenario. Doug, are you one of those guys that likes to foul up 3 with 10 seconds to go, or do you not mess with the basketball gods in that way?
No, if you can get a quality foul, just do not let them be in shooting position going up for it and get to the free throw line. But if you can prior to that, that's okay.
Here's the call from Derek Collins.
During the replay, we see that the ball did not hit the rim. So we're going to go possession right up front here. 10.4 on the game clock and 1 on the shot clock.
Didn't quite hear the end of that. 1.4 on the shot clock. So the Kings it's going to be a quick one here.
It worked out on their behalf because Buddy was not going to get a shot at.
Yeah. Get a chance to draw one up, which Luke Walton ultimately did. Each team with a timeout remaining. Keep that in mind. And Derek Collins back on the headset.
1.4. See what Luke may have drawn up as he grabs the board again and calls everybody over.
Now they're going to make it 1.1. We keep doing this, it'll be Boston ball.
Yes. Maybe a Rashawn Holmes special right here.
Here we go. Holmes sets a screen for Buddy Hield. Holmes for 3 straight away, a little bit strong. So, timeout Celtics, down by 3. Time to get a big stop, the biggest one of the evening for Sacramento when we come back. 9.3 to play.
No one sets my body on fire, and no one gives me shivers like you. Oh, no one does it better, and no one makes me feel like you do. And no one sets my body on fire, no one.
114-111. We told you at the top of the show, Doug Christie said it. The last 2 contests between Sacramento and Boston were decided by 1 point. This was November 17th. Marcus Smart came so close at the end, halfway down and out, and the Kings got the win. And this one also coming down to the final possession. It'll be Tatum inbounding for Boston. They got a lot of time, 9.3 to go. Edwards checked in way cross court to Williams. A whistle and a foul before the shot. Go ahead. So that's going to put Grant Williams on the foul line. A 50% foul shooter. That's the guy you want to foul.
Yes. And Tyrese comes over. Great recognition by Rashawn Holmes.
Yeah.
He's coming out, and Tyrese.
Thank you.